opportunity. As a tech lead, you've now got more autonomy and influence over your team's direction, but you're also wearing a lot of new hats. You're also a systems architect, a business analyst, a coach, a project planner, and of course, a software engineer. If you're a new tech lead and all of those hats are starting to feel just a little bit heavy, have no fear. In this video, I'm sharing 3 tips for tech lead success. Hey everyone, it's Anna from Clockwise, your time management coach, here to help you make time for what matters. Stepping into the tech lead role is both exciting and a little overwhelming. A tech lead is a project planner. Being a project manager is a big part of your job now. You've got to think about things like how to prioritize work, who should be working on what, and how to maximize your team's work in parallel. Plus, you're reporting what's going on with your team to other parts of the organization, so the ability to break down highly technical info is essential. So, how can you be a great project planner? First, start by following engineering leaders known for stellar project management. Chelsea Troy and the Clockwise blog are great sources for high quality advice. Look down in the description below for links to each of those awesome resources. Do your internal research. Find out where the strategy documentation lives, which internal leaders you need to get up to speed with, and which stakeholders you need to know so you can get to know them better. Finally, spend some time familiarizing yourself with operationally defined system requirements so you can contribute meaningfully to discussions. Remember, no one is expecting you to know everything about everything, so don't be afraid to ask questions. The next lead all tech leads step into, whether they realize it or not, is coach. Get ready because your new tech lead role requires a lot more communication than your time as an individual contributor. Influencing, persuading, coaching, advising, motivating, delegating, and mediating are all parts of your job. So, how can you be a great coach? When it comes to working with people, empathy is your friend and ego is your enemy. Be open to verbal and nonverbal feedback on your communication style and try to put yourself in the other person's shoes when you're communicating. Don't be afraid to ask questions and over-explain, and don't be afraid to have conversations with your team that go beyond work. Get to know your team and stakeholders. Ask about their kids or their favorite restaurants. These kinds of conversations are essential for building the rapport you need to be a strong tech lead. And of course, a tech lead is a software engineer. Unlike an engineering manager who may not do any more coding, as a tech lead, you've still got to code. There are only so many hours of the day, so when you've got new responsibilities on your plate, you've got to carve out time to wear all the hats. Get ready to balance your individual contributions with the overall productivity of your team. So, how much time should a tech lead actually spend coding? Well, according to the Geek's Guide to Leading Teams, a technical lead should only spend about 30% of their time coding. The problem, whenever you do sit down to code, you've got a lot of interruptions coming your way. So what can you do? It's time to accept that as a tech lead, you just can't code as much as you did when you were an individual contributor. Instead of evaluating yourself on how much code you write or how good your code is, shift your focus to your team. Does your team understand what's going on in the company? Do you have a roadmap and are you sticking to it? Are you aware of any skill gaps on your team and have you flagged your manager? Rather than mourning the loss of your focus time spent coding, work on opening up more focus time for your team. Luckily, Clockwise can help with that by creating more uninterrupted time for you and your team. There's a link down in the description below so you can get started with Clockwise today for free. Trying out a tech lead role is a great way to see whether management is for you, and it's a great way to gain more influence on your team's direction. But the role isn't without its challenges. The faster you let go of needing to know everything already, the faster you can learn everything you need to know. Do you know a new tech lead who would find this video helpful? Click the share button below to send this video their way. And finally, if you have any great advice for new tech leads, be sure to comment it down below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.